say, man, I don't know her. She's too quiet.
What up, though? It's your girl, She's Too Quiet, and welcome back to the She's Too Quiet podcast. This podcast is for the ones who've been overlooked, underestimated, or simply too quiet for the noise of this world. I'm Tania, a fellow introvert and woman of faith, inviting you to find strength in stillness, clarity in solitude, and purpose in your quiet voice. Every episode, you'll hear reflections, devotions, and quiet confessions that remind you you don't have to be loud to be powerful. And if you're listening, you're already a part of the Quiet Power Club, a space where we celebrate gentle strength and the God who meets us in the silence. Let's get into it. What up, though? Happy Friday. It is officially the end of the week. Woo, I'm tired, boss. This week has been long, and I've just been ripping and running and ripping. I hope your week has been well. Shout out to all the nurses and teachers. This was your week of celebration. We definitely thank you for all that you do for society as a whole. If you know a teacher or a nurse, please reach out to them and tell them thank you. So today's episode is called Reality Check. I had a little reality check a few months ago when I was summoned to jury duty, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. So when I appeared for jury duty, a deep question was asked of me, and the question kind of stuck with me. The question was, can you make a decision based on the law? I don't know, something about that didn't feel like a courtroom question. Let me give you a backstory, a little bit of my history. I am not one of those that are frequently called for jury duty. One time I was called and it was for like a traffic situation, and they ended up settling outside of court. So all I really had to do was show up, and they took attendance down and I was free to go. So this experience was my first time actually being able to hear what the case would be about. So it was very eye-opening, to say the least. Let me tell you a little bit of the backstory for this particular case. There was a house party involving two young men where one was fatally shot and killed. And it was crazy because I didn't know that the defendant would be in the room while they are discussing some of the facts about the case. I was really shocked by that. It was something about, seeing him, and I don't know if it was by design, and that's just how they do it, to where you can see who the defendant is, you can see their mannerisms as things are discussed. You can make eye contact with them. It was just a very surreal experience for me. The other thing was the crash course in law. I learned a lot about Texas law in my short time there. One of the unique things about Texas that I found was that the jurors, or whoever's on the jury, they have the ability to decide sentencing. This may only be true for Texas, or I'm not sure if it's true for however many states or what the other regulations are in other states, but that is something I learned. And so, again, the question, can I hear the case and make a decision based on the law? I thought I would be a strong enough person to be able to do that, but after being there and sitting and listening to everything, it really made me think, like, whew, what a job God has, to be the deciding factor of our eternity. So let's make the spiritual switch. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10 says, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad." So essentially, I'm just going to sum it up for you. This whole experience made me think about Judgment Day and how God has to decide whether or not his children will spend eternity with him or be thrown into the lake of fire. I'm sure it's not an easy decision for him to make. The difference between me and God is that God has all the facts. He's been here the whole time. He's seen what we've done. He's seen what our heart posture was towards things. He's heard some of the things we said. And I think we don't think about that enough. God sits high and he looks low. He can see us moving about this earth, and we can't sugarcoat, we can't hide anything from him. He knows anything you would try to hide. And so I just want us to kind of come to Jesus and have this little reality check. And I want to encourage you to stay with God. I want to encourage you to move with God, build a relationship with God. I know for this young man on trial, Judgment Day for him in court had to be the most fearful, scary thing he had ever gone through in his life. And for us, I know a lot of us, we fear Judgment Day because we may not feel like we're ready. We may not feel like, we have the best of intentions yet. We may feel like we still have a lot to work on. But I encourage you to work on those things and work on getting them right. A lot of times too, we worry about doing all the right things so we don't go to hell, but our main focus is, or should be, to love God and build a relationship with God. Hell was never meant for us in the first place. So if us believers are so concerned about not going to hell, what does that say about the relationship that we have with God? Is it not more than that? Is it not more than just the fear of hell? Or is it for the love of God? Is it for the relationship that we build together? Is it for our knowing of each other, to where I love you in such a deep way that I want to live with you forever? Or is it fear? Judgment Day for us as believers doesn't have to be scary, especially if you live right. Don't live in fear. Rejoice in the fact that one day you will have the opportunity to dwell with God forever. There will be no more pain, no more sorrow. It will be beautiful. Wait with expectation, for the day of the Lord draws near. This is a reality check. Thank you for spending a few quiet moments with me today. If this episode spoke to you, make sure you follow me on social media, subscribe on YouTube, and of course, you can find She's Too Quiet wherever podcasts are found. Don't forget to do two things: that's love God and love people. This is for the soft-spoken and deeply felt. Until next time, deuces.